I only scored 200 points, but the professor told me to apply to the top university in the country. I even asked if I could get my cousin admitted as well. Without hesitation, the professor agreed. This was because I had just received the country's highest scientific and technological award. At such a young age, I had solved a major medical problem. But my grandfather, who didn't know, angrily told me to kneel. He thought I had embarrassed the family with my 200-point score. If my mom hadn't stopped him, I would have been beaten black and blue. At that moment, my scheming cousin also came to mock me. She claimed that my previous good grades were all from cheating, and that was why I exposed my true level on this exam, with a score of only 200. I explained that I didn't cheat, and that I had already received the highest national scientific award and was accepted into the top university. But when I said this, my grandfather became even angrier. In his eyes, I was just a useless liar. Seeing this, my cousin declared that she was the most talented in the family, but my grandfather wasn't satisfied. Her scores weren't enough to get her into a good university. Just as he finished speaking, my cousin received a phone call from the top university. The staff informed her that she had been specially admitted. Upon hearing that she had been admitted as a special recruit, she became even more arrogant. I quickly explained that I had asked the professor to admit my cousin to the top university as well, but my cousin didn't believe me and said she hated my fake self-righteous kindness. That's when I realized, ever since we were young, all the attention had always been on me, and my cousin had been jealous of me all along. After seeing my cousin's true nature, I immediately called the professor, telling him the school only needed to admit me, and my cousin's admission would be cancelled. Everyone thought I had lost my mind from the shock. My grandfather, however, pinned all his hopes on my cousin and planned to hold a celebration banquet for her 3 days later. My cousin pretended to be considerate, telling my mom to just find anyone to marry me off, and said that at her celebration, there would be many important people, and she could help me find a good husband. She then mocked my mom for having a disability and not being able to work. She said that if my mom didn't help plan my future now, no one would take care of me later. After saying this, my cousin dragged my grandfather away. My mom looked at me with guilt, saying it was because of her inability that my life had become so miserable. I quickly hugged her and reassured her, telling her that I really had received the national highest scientific award, and everything I said was the truth. My mom sighed, thinking I was lying to comfort myself. I told her to give me 3 more days, and in 3 days, government officials would personally deliver my admission notice. Meanwhile, the officials had just received the news, knowing I was holding a celebration banquet for my admission in 3 days, and praised me for being excellent, solving a major medical problem at such a young age, and being accepted into a top university. They instructed their staff to personally deliver my admission notice and gifts to me at the banquet. The day of the celebration banquet quickly arrived, and the neighbors came to curry favor with my cousin's mom. She arrogantly claimed that getting into a top university wasn't that difficult.